and welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings per usual. I'm excited to get into today's video because today we are getting into why do you feel so drawn to and connected to this person. So set your intention on whoever we're talking about today and we're just going to get started. Per usual, my Etsy shop is always linked in the description of every video. If you need a private tarot reading, you can find me there. Other than that, pause the video if you need more time to look at the piles, but we're just going to get started. We have group one with the Tiger's Eye crystal points. Group 2 with the amethyst crystal points. Group 3 with the rose quartz crystal point. It's a bit pale, but it is rose quartz. And then I have group 4 with the obsidian crystal point. So like I said, pause the video if you need more time. Other than that, we're just gonna get right in. Why are you so drawn to this person? All right, if you chose group 1 with the Tiger's Eye crystal point, this is your reading. Why are you so drawn to this person, group 1? We're gonna figure that out today. We're gonna get into how they're feeling. We're gonna get into the details of the situation, what's going on with them. Like if this is an SP situation and you don't know what's going on with them, we'll get into it. So let's start first with the love messages. Spirit, what is going on in this situation? What is the energy of the situation? Why are they so drawn to them? Got a bunch that just flipped over. A lot of these flipped over all throughout. So I feel like there's a lot not being said. A lot not being said in this situation. Spirit, what's going on here? On the table, please. Thank you. Okay, so this person may be blocked on your end, or someone may be blocked. We have, I want a healthy relationship with you, and if I can find a way, I'm going to contact you soon. So if this is a specific person that you're trying to manifest, you haven't met yet, and you're wondering why you feel so drawn or attracted to this person, you guys would be a really good match with that. I want a healthy relationship with you. If I can find a way, I'm going to contact you soon. They may not really be able to interact with the public. They may have a manager or just a situation where they kind of have to protect themselves. Even if they're attracted to someone, they can't really go for it like people can normally because of their status or who they are. Also, this may be someone who you've seen at some point and they just felt it. Like they felt it in their spirit. They feel the same way you do. Like you would be a really good match for them, but you guys may not have gotten each other's names or something like that. I'm sensing that there's something bigger going on in this situation as far as why you guys can't connect or talk to each other. So let's see. Ooh. They're very sexually attracted to you. We have, sometimes I can be quite insecure. So I come off as a bit possessive, and my feelings for you are currently of a sexual nature. So they're very attracted to you. Honestly, you guys, if you give this person the opportunity, I do feel that they would, like, pursue a sexual connection before they pursued something serious, just to get this energy out. Like all this tension has been building and they feel it too, and they're in the space where it's like, I just need to get this energy out. Like, so be careful. If you want like a serious relationship, don't allow them to take the easy way or the quick way out by just having a sexual connection with you. But yeah, sometimes I can be quite insecure. You guys may work together or go to school together, because this makes me feel like, or this could be social media, them watching you, but they've definitely seen someone interact with you and you seem to be interested in that person in a romantic way. They were not feeling that. That made them very jealous, and that may have been what shifted the energy between the two of you, making it so someone got blocked or ghosted or where you're not talking, because they may have gotten really jealous by something that happened. So we have, please be patient with me. I need more space and time to pull things together, and I'm willing to put in the work on this connection if you are. So one of the main reasons you're so drawn and attracted to this person is because it seems like the ball is really in your court. I didn't get from any of these cards that they're really letting you in, that they're really allowing you to be a part of the process to help figure things out, to get from point A to B. I feel like they have their own process, their own assumptions, and they're trying to do everything on their own time. But in a relationship, it takes two. So it's like, listen, I'm trustworthy, but it's not like you're going to take my word for it anyway. So reach out to me, contact me so we can get started, and you'll see that. And if this person is an SP and they're famous to some degree, they don't even want to risk it. So they've likely had a very negative situation with sliding in someone's DMs or something like that. Oh, look at this one. I didn't even read it, but we have, I watch you from afar. I'm just so intrigued by you. So they support your content. They may even like your videos, watch them, that kind of thing. Like your pictures, or do a lot of social media watching across multiple platforms as well. Like, I feel like this would be like Instagram and Twitter, like one main account, whether that's YouTube or TikTok, and then something else, like one main account where you post your content or whatever. Or this could be watching, you know, if you guys go to school or you work together, this could be them watching when you're at school or work, but then also like they found your spam page or something like that. I'm opening myself to communicate more with you. I apologize if my behavior or actions confuse you. Get to know me better. So it's hard, you know, with this situation. I definitely feel the frustration because it really does feel like the ball is in their court. I'm feeling like someone got jealous along the way, and that just kind of, or maybe like the games went too far. You know how in the beginning when you first talk to someone, there's like playful flirtation, but you know, the things about jokes is they say like there's always a little bit of truth in every joke, or you know, something that kind of stings a little bit or hurts a little bit about every joke. So I feel like you guys had too much sting, not enough connection, not enough romantic, not enough direct romantic interaction, to where things kind of went left, and someone ghosted or blocked someone, or just stopped talking to them, or you guys lost contact before you could fix things. So that's why you're feeling so drawn to them. There's so much relationship potential, but it didn't get to be explored, and it seems like things are out of your control because the way they're handling it is really in the ball's in their court kind of way. So Spirit, what else can you tell me about this connection? What do they even want here? Or what can they... I'm going to ask those questions separately. I was going to ask what you guys can do to help the situation. I'm going to ask that separately though. What did they want first? They want to get better. They kind of want to glow up. They want to grow up. We have the Nine of Cups in reverse. Nine of Cups is all about personal power, personal love, how you feel about yourself, solid foundation of love, trust, and knowing within yourself. That's the entire Nine of Cups spiel. So with this Wheel of Fortune, they want to get better. I feel like they may be going through like a dark time, or like a sad episode where they're just kind of feeling sad and feeling sorry for themselves, disappointed. They may honestly just be affected by the collective energy, because there's a lot of crazy things happening in the world and so much toxicity on social media that if you're a social media girl, social media boy, it can be very, very hard to maintain your mental health because there's always an attack on it. Yeah, we got the Devil card and the Eight of Wands in reverse. They're embarrassed. Ooh, and they feel like they fumbled an opportunity. This person, group one, they want to make it up to you. They feel like they had the perfect opportunity to reach out or to make things better, to grow with you, and they didn't take it. And now looking back in retrospect, it's like they're looking like, okay, I lost, or I won the battle, but I lost the war. And you know, the saying is like, you may lose the battle, but you win the war. Basically saying, in the grander scheme of things, you win. But this person's like, yeah, I may have won by ghosting, blocking, or that interaction. I may have won by being the person now that gets to feel like they're being chased. But I also lost the war because this was a relationship that was put in my life for a reason by spirit, and I fumbled. And that's the thing. That's all about that Venus, you know, year 2022 energy. Like, it really does. There's a lot of winning in the moment this year, but losing overall, ending up in another 3-year cycle or a few 2-year, 3-year cycle that you now have to clean up this mess. And I feel like they're trying to kind of like, they're on the fast track to like, they're trying to clean up their mess, and they're trying to really focus on themselves in a spiritual kind of way so they can kind of fix things. You know, we have the devil card, so they're like, why did I even do that? Why did I do that? This is the old me. I've been doing all this self-work before they met you or got involved with you. They've been doing all this self-work, doing, you know, the most to really try to get, you know, the level up and to grow spiritually, whatever. And then you were right in front of them, and, you know, maybe it was mutual, like it takes two to tango. Maybe both of you guys fumbled by, one of you has to choose like to be anchored and to not entertain it, especially if you see things going a certain way. But I feel like both of you kind of got lost in the sauce of the flirtation or whatever was going on. And now we're at a standstill with that 8 of Wands in reverse. So with this devil card, I see that they're trying to kind of backtrack, return back to oneness, because they're sad. You know, temporarily they felt vindicated, or temporarily they felt like they had won. But now that they're alone, they're sad. They're like, okay, I don't have anything. I don't have what I wanted. I don't have someone in my life that I really care about. So we have the King of Pentacles and the Magician. They're trying to show up as a better version of themselves so that they can have a second chance with you, hopefully, or that so they can offer something better, show you who they really are. They're like, I'm the King of Pentacles. But the thing about being a person of strong character is you have to choose to be a person of strong character every day. And as you make good decisions, that'll just be your norm, and it'll be easier and easier to operate out of that higher place. But there's always going to be temptation to screw over the next guy. There's always going to be the ability to, you know, shortchange someone or to make a bad decision. And good character is something that is a choice. No one's inherently just 1000% a good person, you know? So let's see, Spirit, what can they do to help along the situation? Oh, we have the 7 of Cups. So Spirit's kind of telling you, date. Don't wait on them. Don't try to help them. They have to grow out of this process. Page of Wands, and that's the thing. You're gonna start to backtrack on your process because you've already learned not to help the Page of Wands. You may have a savior spirit that got you, like that could have been even what attracted you to this person in the first place. You saw that they were kind of messed up a little, but they had a lot, you know, a lot of potential. So you were like, well, it's not that bad, so let me deal with them. You dealt with them, and now Spirit's like, you see? You got to let them go through their own process, and you have to let them show up as the best version of themselves so that they can offer you something. Do not wait on this person. That's going to create an energetic imbalance. Do not even wait on them. Open yourself up to dating other people at this time. And it's so funny because I've worked with so many people, honestly, a lot of people, when they've been trying to manifest SPs, and this at the bottom of the deck, that's crazy. The Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck is exactly what actually had something shaking and moving in their situation. When you start to flirt with other people, when you start to interact with other people romantically, first of all, you stir up that romantic energy so that you're, you know, someone who attracts more romantic energy, especially from the person you've already set intention for, that you want it from. But as soon as you start, it happens all the time. Like, as soon as you start to focus on someone else, that's when your ex comes around, whatever, you know, it's just like, it always happens. And Spirit is saying, if there's anything you could do, it's not sit here and wait for this person, because they're always going to feel that. They're not going to feel like they can lose you because they haven't lost you, because you're sitting there waiting like Rapunzel in a castle, you know, to be saved. Get your flirt on, have your hot girl, hot boy summer, enjoy your life. That is what's going to attract this person to you. We got Cupid's arrow. That's what's going to stir. Ooh, and I like you came out too. Cupid's arrow and I like you. That's what's going to restore. Let me see. Oh, there's 3. Engagement ring? No way. Listen, Spirit is saying 3 of Pentacles in reverse. You know, best case scenario, this person gets on their shit and, you know, they come back. But worst case scenario, is you still moving on and getting engaged to someone else. Cupid's arrow striking and you receiving romantic love in your life, because the truth is you've done the work. You've already dealt with a situation like this, and I feel like this person, you were really drawn to them, so they kind of caught you slipping a little bit. So maybe you didn't show up as the version of yourself that knows better than to allow things to go this far, or, you know, you just were having fun and then things kind of went left. It's whatever. Don't beat yourself up about it. But Spirit is definitely saying, like, you've done the work. It's your time. You're still in alignment for this engagement ring, for a higher level of commitment, to get engaged, to get married, to have a long-term relationship, a life partnership. So don't miss out on that, hoping that this person comes to their senses and offers you something. You know, you still deserve that. So it's your time to get it, just period. So engagement ring says engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, and union. Cupid's arrow says have faith, love is coming, surprise, invitation, or meeting, and hesitation. So you may be a little hesitant. You may be the type of person that feels bad. Like if you start to talk to someone new romantically without wrapping up things completely with the last person you were talking to, that may be a thing for you, but there is love coming in and you don't want to miss out on it. And then we have I like you. It says someone likes you. Romance is blooming, fun flirting, and wanting to date. So I feel like there's this energy around you where you kind of want to put yourself out there anyways. At the bottom of the deck, we have the mask, not showing true feelings, hiding personality, pretending, diluting, and gaslighting. So this person may have gaslit you into thinking that the feelings were all one-sided, or into thinking that, you know, they weren't invested in the situation like you are. We can obviously see that that's not true. They actually feel like they fumbled, and I feel like they had an opportunity to show up as a better version of themselves and they didn't. So that's why they're feeling so guilty and down right now. But let's see what we have for you. Ooh. Here's another thing that I feel like you guys just need to hear right now. It says, be aware of what you are projecting, for the qualities that you admire in one another are qualities that you both possess equally so. The qualities that you don't like are also your own reflection. So Spirit is saying, you know, you may be seeing things in other people that you don't like, or that you do like, and Spirit is saying you're just as cool as that person, just as valuable as that person, but also you have your own demons as well that need to be faced. So we have the reflection card. Give each other some space at the moment and trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. So I'm really getting group one for you guys. There really is a win-win scenario here for you. We have manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. So if you've been feeling antsy, like you want something to happen, listen to your shadow. The thing is, you know, your shadow will tell you what to do, and you got to know when to healthily allow it to live out. You don't want to suppress your shadow to the point where it lashes out and you can't control yourself and you lose. You want to integrate your shadow, just like you listen to your higher self. Sometimes you got to listen to your lower self, especially if it's a good time and you have the opportunity to. So maybe you don't want to go out and seriously look for someone to date. However, it's still a good time to go out and have a good time. Just know that you're not going out specifically to, you know, get a date or to meet someone tonight, but go out, you know what I mean? Because if you shift your perspective, then it's not the same as how you may have seen it before. We got playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together and remember that love is the greatest healer. And this is romantic love, platonic love. Spend some time with friends, family. Me personally, I love a good family vibe. I love family barbecues. I love hanging out with my family. I love, you know, drinking, eating, all that kind of stuff with family. So even if your family is your friends, you don't really have any friends, like, or even if it's your online community, if you game or if you know, have a little party on Twitter, I don't know, set something up, initiate it. You would be surprised at how people will show up for you if they're invited. A lot of people, you know, feel exactly the same way as you do, and they're feeling lonely, and everyone's got their own shit going on, and it's very important to have community in this time. So I'm trying to get these to focus. There we go. We have look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. This is also a good time for shadow work. And then we have close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow your joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. So you may even be starting to punish yourself by staying inside just so you can like you're in punishment in the corner, having to think about what you've done. Like, you guys, you don't deserve that. Like, this situation is not your fault. I feel like mutually both of you guys got here, but Spirit is, you know, kind of teaching you forgiveness as well. Spirit, what advice can you give me about the situation? I'm going to take this one. We have the hummingbird. Let's see. With miracles, you are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness. Also, you guys, you are a great person, a very supportive person, a very open heart space type of person. So Spirit is saying people need your energy out here in the world too. And giving and receiving seriously is an art, and it's just simple universal law. If you want to receive love, go ahead and give some, you know. And listen, healing can happen everywhere. Like, dude, I've healed women in the bathroom, at clubs. Like, I'm that girl. Maybe it's the cancer in me, but I'm that girl. Like, no crying on my watch. I'm gonna gas you up when I see you looking good. I'm not gonna act funny. I love gassing up women. If I see you in the middle of the street, I'm gonna yell at you like, hey shorty, you're beautiful. And I'm gonna just gas you up out of nowhere. And I really do feel that in my spirit. Like, I can't even control myself. And Spirit is saying, go out, have a good time. Allow people to experience your presence. Literally, just your presence is a blessing. And it's something that brings a lot of joy to people's lives. And Spirit is saying, you know, 7 of Cups and the Page of Wands, the best thing you can do to help this situation is literally to go out and spread your energy, because people need you too. All that love and light that you saw in this person, people see that in you. So go share that. And that way you won't block your own blessings, because it will return to you. So yeah, group 1, that is what I have for you. You can hit me up on Etsy in the description if you want a private tarot reading. But that is everything that came up for you today, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 2 with the amethyst. I don't know why I wanted to say Amazon. Maybe that's a message for someone. You felt connected to the Amazon. I'm feeling as a place though, like the Amazon rainforest. I'm not really feeling like Amazon as far as packages. But anyways, group 2, let's get into it. If you chose group 2, this is your reading. Why do you feel so drawn to this person? Spirit, what is going on here? What is group 2's situation? What are they dealing with? What are the feelings here? This feels like someone you know from social media, or someone who's been watching you on social media. We have, I watch you from afar. I'm just so intrigued by you, and open yourself to communicate with me. I also just heard stealing glances as I was saying that. Stealing glances. So this may be someone who you can like literally feel is always watching you. Whether you're at work, whether you know this person like as a family friend and you see them at family gatherings or what have you, there's definitely an energy here of this person always stealing glances. Ooh, now this is interesting. This one says, I'm younger or less mature than you are. I have a lot more experience to learn. Or sorry, it says I have a lot more to experience and learn. And then we have, why did you stop talking to me? I'm not understanding what's going on. So it looks like there's some sort of no contact. There was either more flirtation or more communication at a past point. And now this person is like, let's get connected. Let's unblock each other. Let's talk. Let's get the ball rolling again. Ooh. I feel like you guys are questioning whether or not you guys are supposed to be together, because there's this energy of you guys having this very natural connection. It's something natural. You don't have to force it. It's just like there's something in the air. You guys are connected. But there's this element here where this person, you're questioning whether or not this is supposed to be your person though, because they don't seem to have done the growth required for you guys to be able to be together. what we have is fated. We're meant to be in each other's lives. I feel so comfortable around you. I can be myself with you. So they definitely feel like there's something special going on here. They feel like you guys met for a reason. Spirit put you in each other's path, or had you come across each other's social media, wherever you know them from, for a reason. That definitely didn't happen by accident. They feel very comfortable with you. And they know that what you have is fated, but it's looking like they would have to go through some sort of rapid growth or ascension in order to actually be in alignment with you, in order to get to be in a connection with you. We have, I'm willing to put in the work of this connection, and you are, and please be honest with me. I want to show you, it says I want you to show me the real you. So this person feels like you've kind of already given up on them before you guys have even started, and they're questioning where you're at. And that's immature. Honestly, the mature thing to do is when you want something, you go get it. When you're, in a space of you feel something, you receive something, you kind of learn past, the timid energy, and you tap into your masculine energy, and you want something, you go get it. Whether you're a feminine or a masculine, if you're looking for a business opportunity and you see the opportunity come up, at your job, when you're at your job and they open up a position, even if there are people who are at your job longer or more qualified than you are, if it's like a job you've always wanted, you'll still go for it. And when you're in a space where you don't end up going for it, typically you learn after that never to play yourself like that again. And you learn, like, if you see something, go for it, even if it seems like there are more people qualified, even if it seems like you're not going to get it. Like, you have that first opportunity pass you by, and it kind of teaches you, no. If I want something, I got to go get it. And I'm going to let them tell me no, but I'm not going to tell me no. I'm going to let them tell me no. And what I feel here for you guys is this person had an opportunity to show up and to have something with you romantically, but they didn't do that. And now they're kind of feeling like they missed an opportunity. And this is frustrating for you because on your end, it's feeling like, I'm going to get more into it. I'm going to get more into it. But from what I can see so far, it's kind of like an opportunity that hasn't been explored. And yes, you were put in each other's path for a reason. So it's like there's a lot of what ifs, there's a lot of questions, and that's a huge part of why you feel attracted to this person. The main reason why you feel attracted to them initially is because Spirit had you come across each other's paths in some way, whether that's on social media, work, wherever, how you know them. You can fill in that blank. But you were put in each other's path because you guys are very close to being in alignment. I don't feel like completely in alignment because I feel like they just have to take that final step into the more mature version of themselves. You may be a couple years older than them as well, or just have more life experience. Maybe they lived more of a shelter life, a cushioned life where their parents did everything for them. You guys, my mom was still filling out job applications for me until I was like 20. Like, and I'm an only child, so maybe that's a normal experience, but I know a lot of my friends, like, they flew out the nest like right at 16, and I was very sheltered till my early 20s and taken care of. So maybe it's just that they're sheltered, and that's how their parents raised them. They didn't really force them to be independent, or they may be actually younger than you, but I feel like they fumbled at some point. I feel like there was an opportunity for them to step up and see, oh, this is an opportunity worth being a bit uncomfortable for, and they didn't do that. So now they're kind of in this weird space. I'm opening myself up to communicate more with you is the last one that came out of the deck. So I'm going to get into the tarot. Spirit, what do they want here for group 2? What do they want? Or what will they do? What are they working on? What energy are they in? Ooh, okay. Well, they're trying to grow up, but they don't know how. They're kind of stuck right now. We got the Ace of Wands in reverse and the Seven of Swords in reverse. So the best thing for them to do would be to look for guidance. What they're actually doing is just trying to do their best. And it's like the King of Swords, all this power without intention. Like power without revelation is very damaging. Because when you have all this power and you can actually move things around, but you don't have revelation or intention, you don't know when you're doing, that's when you get into a bunch of trouble. You know, you want to, like, for an example, you want to be able to know how to connect into your dark feminine energy when you need to show up, when you need to be strong, when you need to attract and seal the deal on something that's really good for you. But when you just have all this dark feminine energy, all this power, you're going to be attracting people, and you don't have the tools or the revelation yet to discern who is worth being in your space and not. That's a journey a lot of feminines go through in realizing their dark feminine energy. That was definitely something that came up as an example, and I feel like that's very specific, so someone may have really resonated with that or needed to hear that in some way. But when you think about that, and you think about your journey, and when you think about, okay, I want to be live in my goddesshood and my feminine energy, but not without intention, not without revelation, not without knowing who and what I'm doing this for, because that's gotten me into trouble. I don't know, someone's gone through that journey, and Spirit is kind of saying, like, remember when you had to go through that journey? Well, they're trying to learn, they're going through their own journey, and they're trying to learn how to tap into their masculine energy when it's appropriate. And I feel like they had an opportunity to tap into their masculine energy and to pursue you, and they did not do that. They did not show up as a higher version of themselves. But I can't say they are genuinely less mature than you are, less seasoned than you are. This could be spiritually, this could be like literally their actual age wise, but there's definitely a slight disconnect in experience here. So as far as what they're doing, King of Swords, they have all this power, they're doing their best, but King of Pentacles in reverse, they don't have the revelation, the seasoning, like the experience to like properly handle the situation. So Seven of Swords in reverse, they're trying not to do what they did, trying not to be a complete nuisance, but the Ace of Wands in reverse, they don't have revelation or intention. So as far as what I can see them doing right now, they're trying to get out of their own way. They're trying not to like they're trying to avoid the common sense, yeah, don't do this, don't piss them off more, don't try to make them jealous, stop playing games, don't go tit for tat, don't make them angry, upset at you, do nice things for them. Like, they're trying to show up better, but they still don't have that mature revelation. So it's kind of like it's not enough, and that's what I feel puts you guys in this space, because you're just looking at them and you're like, that is not enough. Like, you're looking at them like, I can see why we met. If I just take your spirit and I just feel that, it feels good. Like, you resonate with it. It feels warm, it feels yummy, and it's like nice to be in their presence. But when it comes to like the 3D, taking responsibility, maintaining a relationship, XYZ, you see that they have potential, but I feel like you guys can definitely see that they're still learning. And that's what's making you question, like, whether or not you can even do this. And then we have the Three of Cups. Spirit, clarify the Three of Cups. Is this an opportunity or... Okay. I was gonna ask if this was an opportunity or if it's a third-party situation. It is looking like there are other influences. They know what not to pursue. So Ace of Swords in reverse and the Eight of Cups, they're at least mature enough not to entertain other romantic connections before figuring out what you two are gonna do. Three of Cups, there are other offers out there right now, but it's not what they want. With that Four of Cups, you can see like the hand coming out of the sky, Spirit offering them, or them getting other offers that are pretty good, but they're not, they've got their hands crossed. They're like, no, I'm looking at what I already have, and I want to figure that out. And it's funny because it's already a Three of Cups, and Three of Cups naturally is not a card of third-party situations. It's a card of celebration and connection, mind, body, and soul, and feeling one and union. So it's funny that this person is looking for a different kind of union, the union within you. Knight of Pentacles in reverse, they're not, getting in their own way at this time. They really are trying to do the right thing. They don't want to further upset you or further get farther away from what they already started and what they actually want for themselves. So Spirit, what can they do about this connection? Is there anything that they can do to make it better? What can they do? Temperance in reverse and the Nine of Wands in reverse. And I feel like you guys know this. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck, we got the Queen of Wands in reverse, the Hermit, the Four of Wands, the Lovers. Wow. A lot of repeating numbers too. Yeah, it's definitely all a process. That's funny. Queen of Wands in reverse. As far as what you can do, I think you know that you're not supposed to do anything, because if this person doesn't actually mature and you just put them in position, they won't actually learn the lesson. So I feel like you guys know not to really interfere with this situation and to let them come to you to work on your magnetism, if there's anything, to keep them interested, to keep them focused, to keep them always kind of running towards you. I feel like if you're wanting something to work on, that's what it has to be. And I get a very traditional sense here, like Four of Wands is the marriage card, and then under that we have the Lovers. So you may be looking for marriage, you may be looking for a life partner, you may be looking for something pretty serious, and Spirit is saying if you want a commitment, there's a certain way you're going to have to go about it. Some of you, very few of you, I get a very mature energy with you guys. Not that you're perfect, and it may be frustrating that people always see you as the mature friend or the mothering friend, the fathering friend, the one that's always got to take the short end of the stick because you're taking the high road, because you're still learning too. But in this situation, I do feel that's the best way to go about it. For you guys not to really involve yourself, and if anything, just working on your magnetism. We have the Temperance card in reverse and the Nine of Wands in reverse. So Spirit is really kind of saying this situation has to work itself out. There isn't very much I would advise for you guys to do here, because then you're going to end up doing the work for them. And when you build a foundation of I'm always going to do the work, or I'm the person who always figures it out, man, I don't know why, but like, I guess it's the programming, you know? The programming is so important, which is why like certain parents don't let their kids watch Disney. You know, they call it paid programming, or programming literally when you're watching TV. I just had a download about that the other day with the news, because it said something programming. Like I was at the gym and the news was on and it said something programming. I'm like, oh shit, that's what the news is. It's literally programming. But just as an example, you know, certain parents don't let their kids watch Disney movies or TV, things like that, because it's programming them. It's planting little seeds. And it's sly stuff, you know? It's not stuff that's like outwardly sexual or outwardly bad or whatever. It's sly and it's programming. And that's why the beginning is so important, because you want to put them on your program. We're living in a world where it's like program or be programmed. You program yourself as far as what your purpose is, what you're going to do, what you believe, etc., or you will be programmed by social media, by the news, by government, by the collective. Program yourself or be programmed. So I'm seeing that that's why it's so important that this beginning is very, very locked down, tight, solid foundation, because this is setting the tone for the entire relationship. And wow, we just received a download together. That was super cool, because that can really be applied to anything as far as why the beginning is so important. But Spirit was definitely channeling that message for you guys, specifically saying you're gonna be able to have fun, and you guys honestly have the maturity and the experience to where you do have the discipline to show up and do it. So this is the time where you really, seriously, this is the most important time where you really want to be disciplined so that you can get that happy ending that you want. Oh my God, we got twin flame energy here. I didn't want to say it, but I did feel that a little bit in the beginning. We have twin flame date. We have kisses and Cupid's arrow. So this makes me feel like you guys had like a steamy beginning, and you know, you met each other for the first time. This may be your twin flame. You met, you went on a date, you shared a kiss. Cupid's arrow, you're feeling them in your heart and your mind, but you may not have talked to him very much after that. Twin flame says yin and yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, and complementing each other. Date says meeting someone new, dating, getting back out there, planning and setting a date. That may also be something you can do to keep your time occupied so you don't feel tempted. Yesterday, I started to feel really bad about myself, and I started to feel really bad about myself because I wasn't doing anything. I took the previous day off, and then I took yesterday off, and I actually started to just be like, get kind of bored. And I rarely get bored. There's always something I can do, but I started to get bored. And as I was sitting there, I just started to feel worse and worse about myself because I didn't have anything distracting me. So Spirit is saying you're going to negatively program the situation if you're just sitting thinking about it, because you're going to start to feel like what you don't have or what you perceive that you don't have, and just feel unnecessarily negative. There's a lot going on in the background, group 2. kisses, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection and falling in love. And then Cupid's arrow says, have faith, love is coming, a surprise invitation or meeting. And hesitation is what it says at the bottom of Cupid's arrow. So Spirit, what else can you tell me here? You guys feel so drawn to this person because you have not even got to explore a fraction of your story. And I just feel like it would just kill you to not get to experience any of it. We got it's all good. That flipped over. So Spirit is saying things are not as they appear. You may be perceiving this situation as something that's already a missed opportunity or something that will never change or get any better. But I just get this energy of have faith. We have unlimited possibilities, retreat, and self-love. So again, I would focus on your self-love, focus on your magnetism. That's really important for you guys, group 2, because you've already put in the work on your own solo journey, and this person kind of has to show up. And I feel like they're going on a little bit of a crash course of a solo journey. No, of an ascension is the better word. They're kind of, you know, having a crash course ascension right now. So we have retreat and unlimited possibilities. Definitely giving me a hopeful energy in your spread where Spirit is saying, you just focus on you right now. Focus on your self-love, taking care of yourself, keeping yourself busy, doing things that you love to do. This is the perfect time to set new intentions and to start something new, because the things you've been manifesting and wanting to come together are already naturally coming together. So, you know, Spirit is saying, instead of putting more energy into this situation or things that you've already been manifesting, start to set new intentions and occupy your time. And if anything, work on like maybe your self-concept. That can get a bit toxic though. More so your magnetism. So we have the cat and the snow leopard giving a lot of feline energy for you guys. The snow leopard says self-reliance. It says you're strongly independent and often solitary. Integrity is important for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with wisdom and invisibility, oh my god, and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. So a lot going on in the background, and you guys have the discipline to know. As you look back on past experiences, you think about a time where you received a miracle, you didn't expect it, and everything leading up to that miracle looked like it was going to go a totally different way. Even when something, you know, lucky happened, that was just kind of a one-off, you know, it can happen. There are unlimited possibilities, and Spirit is saying what you can perceive is like this camera lens. Like, I'm in a whole room, but all you can see when you look on your phone and you watch my videos is just the spread. But there's so many other things going on outside of my house right now, inside my house, inside this room. But it's like all you can see is just here. And if you base this room off of what you see in this spread, you wouldn't know what the truth is, you know? So we have the cat. This one says independent. You're a natural healer. Your intuition is strong. You don't have to go with the crowd. Life supports you in every way. I feel like that's taking me back to that program or be programmed. This is a good time to program yourself. I spent a week clearing off the old programming and programming myself, this whole spiritual thing that I was called to do a couple of months ago. So if you feel called to do anything like that, I would definitely do it, because I'm already seeing some crazy results on being on my own programming, not programmed by society, and wiping the slate clean. So yeah, that is what I have for you guys, group 2. That is why you feel so drawn to this person, though. You can hit me up on Etsy. It's in the description of every video if you want your own private tarot reading. But that is what I have for you today, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, group 3 with the pale rose quartz. This is your reading. Why do you feel so drawn to this person? We're gonna figure it exactly out. So Spirit, tapping into group 3, rose quartz. What is going on in their situation? Why do they feel so drawn to this person? Immediately we got cards coming out for you. Okay, let's see. Ooh. Okay, so I'm immediately getting this energy of you kind of bringing this person to your knees, to their knees, because to be honest, I feel like they tried to bargain with you as far as like your self-worth, or bargain with you as far as what they were willing to give to you or give to this connection. And I just feel like you guys were not having that, but I'm getting a whole process here. So we have, you're really tempting me, I just melt when I'm around you. And then we have, you intimidate me, I idolize you so much, you're out of my league. I feel like you guys are like, if you're going to be in a relationship with me, you basically have to be obsessed with me. I don't like the nonchalant thing. I'm not doing the nonchalant thing. If you're nonchalant, you don't get to be with me. So I feel like you're holding yourself to a standard that could even potentially mean you will miss out. But you know that it's worth it to be single versus being in a relationship or involved with someone if they don't respect you, appreciate you, love you, honor you, treat you like a god or a goddess. Like, if you don't feel that way about me, if you're just nonchalant, if it's whatever, it ain't gonna be with me. It can be with whatever with the next one. So I feel like this person is really attracted to you, but I feel like you're really wanting them to stand strong in their masculine energy if you guys are gonna have something. I just get you're very much so a stickler on that. So if this is someone you know through social media and you talk from here and then, or you send subliminal messages towards each other, that's as far as it'll go. You will not approach them. You will not seal the deal with them. And I feel like you guys got to a point where you were willing to invest some energy, but you started to realize, no, they're just getting more and more comfortable. I'm going to pull back my energy because this is not moving in my favor. We have, let's keep this between you and me for now. This may have been a sneaky leak situation that you started to actually develop feelings for. I don't want others interfering into what we have. And then we have, why did you stop talking to me? I'm not understanding what's going on. So I feel like you guys may have ghosted, or you may have immediately stopped talking to this person, or the way you talk to them may be different. Like, you may have appeared to be more interested at a previous point in your journey. And as time goes on, you did start to get kind of bored and stop investing as much into the situation. And they're kind of like, whoa, 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 what is this change in energy? Like, are you done with me? They're kind of like confused a bit. I can't help being immature. I have childhood wounds that make me act this way. And I feel like you guys know that. And honestly, tapping into your energy, I feel like you're very, oops, I bumped the camera. I feel like you guys are very strong, but not to the point where you won't help someone. Like, I feel like you guys have, you're fair. That's the energy I get. Like, you have enough love to give to someone within reason. So if they're going through something, of course you're going to be there for them. That's a part of partnership. That's one of the benefits of partnership. You know, you get to have someone you can do life with, someone who can be there for you and love you and support you through all of that. However, when it comes to just like unresolved stuff that you knew was a problem, it's like I said, you're fair. Like, you know you're stubborn, you haven't worked on that. I'm not gonna fix it for you, and I'm not also just gonna deal with it. There's also an energy here where this person to some degree kind of like just expects you to just deal with it. It's kind of like they say, I have problems, but they just leave it at that. There's no compound sentence. There's no, but I'm working on it, or this is what I'm doing, but I really love you, care about you. It's just like, oh, I got problems, and they just kind of leave it at that. Like, they kind of leave it to you to take it or leave it. So I'm willing to put in the work for this connection if you are, and what we have, it's fated. We're meant to be in each other's lives. And I feel like you guys are very evolved spiritually. You've been through quite a few connections, and you're like, listen, I done had a few connections, fated connections come into my life. A few people I know I met for a reason, but guess what? They're not here right now. You know why? Because you can still, that doesn't mean just because this is fated and spirit put us together. And I feel like that's where they're confused. They feel like because you guys came across each other's path, nothing is coincidence. They feel like that means you have to deal with their shit, or you have to deal with their baggage or low vibration. I'm not going to take that. You have to deal with their low vibrational energy and things that they haven't resolved. Oh my goodness. Okay, fine, I'll take them. They're just too juicy not to, but I didn't want to take that many. I was gonna get like one or two more, and we got like 6 here, but okay, let's get into it. So I want to come clean and express a truth to you. I shouldn't have kept it from you. I want to make something of myself and then come towards you. I feel like you guys got the money thing down packed, or you have a lot of potential. You're very business savvy or very in the know. I get an energy with you guys where it's like easy for you to make money, or you're disciplined enough to work your way up the corporate ladder and you have a good job now because you've worked your way up the corporate ladder, or this person can see your potential and they don't really feel like they have anything to bring to the table in that way. They either feel stuck or they feel like you have more potential than they do, or maybe you're too ambitious for them. Like, you know, they do have a good job, they make good money enough to support themselves, but they also see that you have these big huge dreams that they don't know if they're going to be able to resonate with or match up with, like in terms of like if you really want to travel, like you want to make a lot of money, you want to travel. They may not be like the traveling type. They may want to travel like once per year. And you're like, no, super wanderlust. You want to like go and explore. There's also an elephant in the room. Let me just address it now. We have I love you both at the same time. I do feel like there is an ex in the picture that has got them to where they are today. They've been through a lot with the ex and they're having a hard time letting go of them. If you guys hear banging, I'm sorry. They're working on my roof. So hopefully it's not too bad. But just to let you know what's going on. But yeah, I feel like I don't get, see, I do feel like there's love there, but it doesn't feel romantic. This could be a child's mother or father. This could be like, you know, an ex that's just got through a lot with them that they're still friends with. I'm on your side. I don't get it. Like me personally, I'm not cool with the friends with the exes thing, because it's just like there are millions of people in this world. Like there are plenty of people that you can make friends with. Like Jesus, like people be acting like there's a shortage of freaking human beings to make friends with. But yeah, I do feel that. Please let your guard down. Don't shut me out. They definitely don't want you to give up on this. I want to build something long term with you, so they see you as their future. And then we have, I'm losing hope in this work, in this ever working. At this point, why even bother? They're very discouraged. And I feel like they're discouraged because you're like, listen, I really do feel like you guys are in a take it or leave it type of energy. I really do feel like you guys are willing to let this person go. I do. And I feel like if they don't show up, you know, like as at least a better version of themselves, I feel like this will be a missed opportunity. We got the Four of Staffs. So they're picking up on that energy. They're emotionally developed enough to realize you were put in each other's path, because there's a high level of compatibility here. Four of Staffs is marriage energy. You can see they're creating the infinity symbol with the ribbon. A lot of symbolism of like unity and, you know, forever life. Vitality. But we have the World card in reverse. Like that may not be explored if they don't show up how they need to show up in this lifetime. So I feel like they're still trying to, you know, get you to offer yourself up to them cheaply. It's just giving like a haggling type of energy where it's like, I'm not a purse on a New York street corner. You're not going to wheel and deal to get a better price out of me. You need to show up this way or you're not going to have me. That's it. You know, you can't wheel and deal at Louis Vuitton like you can in Koreatown. That's not what we're doing over here. So like, let's see what else we got. Spirit, what else can you tell me? We have the Queen of Cups. They see your value, and look at the Queen of Cups. The thing about the Queen of Cups is like having a big heart, having a good heart will always win, because look at this pile of riches she's got, you know. The wealth comes to you, but you're more focused on the love. You're more focused on life and living than you are on the wealth. But yeah, you are very wealthy. There's a fish jumping out of the water right here. I love these cards. There's so much symbolism. This is one of the first tarot decks I ever got. It's Miss Cleo's Tarot Power Deck, and I freaking love this deck so much. But anyways, yeah, you know, everything kind of comes to you, and you're a symbol of eternal life. She's got the Ankh on her headdress, the Queen of Cups, and it's like, yeah, you are very abundant, but it's because of your resilience. It's because of the work you've put in. We have the Empress card. I feel like you guys have been through the shadow. I'm hearing Inanna, you know how Inanna had to travel to the underworld in terms of mythology and deities. Inanna energy, which is actually Rihanna. Her name invokes Inanna energy. Fun fact. But anyways, which is why she had to, you know, go through her descent. She had to get that poop poop so she could boss up. Anyways, I feel like you guys have really been through it. I mean, the Empress in reverse, imagine having it all or feeling like you're at your peak and having everything taken away from you. It gives you a stronger sense of purpose. It gives you a sense of like, okay, yeah, playtime's over, and you still came out with this spirit of love. Wow, I didn't even notice we got the Strength card at the bottom of the deck, and I love how it's a woman embodying this energy, controlling the lion, controlling the beast, because it's just like, this symbology is just on point. But we have the Seven of Swords in reverse and the Hangman in reverse. You didn't give up on yourself. You went through a path where you really had to learn a lot of discipline. And the Empress in reverse, you had to take disrespect, and you had to take hard times and go through some really tough stuff. And that is what made you who you are today. That is the reason that you have so much strength and so much value. So no, you shouldn't. You absolutely should not sell yourself short. Spirit, what are they doing right now? What is this person doing? Five of Coins in reverse. Well, first of all, they're trying to clean up the mess they made. So they may have given you an apology or be working on an apology. Also, Five of Coins in reverse is about working on like finances, cleaning up their finances. And we did have that card that came up before. They're tapping into their masculine energy more. That's just more signs that you guys are a true pair. The fact that you're showing up as the Empress, it showed up in reverse because we were talking about your story and what you've gone through to get you here, but you are the Empress, you know? And they're showing up as the Emperor, and they thought that that was enough, and it's not enough. It's not enough just to be the Emperor. It's not enough just for a divine intervention, or not enough for, you know, Spirit to put you guys together. That's not all that's required. There has to be more. There has to be a commitment to the process, a commitment to you, etc. And if they don't make that commitment, then they don't get to have you. You're absolutely right. So they're working on temperance, which is all about balancing. And, you know, she's got 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on earth. It's all about, I don't use this deck that much. And I don't know, I'm so like engulfed in everything that it is today. I love the symbolism on this deck. It's so good. But anyways, yeah, there's definitely an energy of this person trying to boss up and trying to show up as the highest version of themselves, or a higher version of themselves, a version of themselves that's in alignment with you. They're working on Six of Staffs at the bottom of the deck. They're working on showing up as a better version of themselves so that they can match up to your energy, so that they can go through their own ascension and get where you already are. So, Spirit, what else can you tell me? We got girl talk and hammer. So you may be talking to your friends, and your friends may be like, forget him, forget her, leave her in the dust, move on. Girl talk says time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment and having fun. So you're enjoying your life. I got a lot of that energy today, where it's like a lot of people are working on themselves. That Venus energy is Venusing, okay? That 2022 Venus energy is Venusing, and a lot of people are realizing they're not who they thought they were, and there's a lot of work that still needs to be done. So I keep getting this dynamic in my readings lately, where it's like someone's having a hot girl, hot boy summer, enjoying their life, and the other person's doing a lot of work this summer and really working on themselves into fall, etc. Hammer says sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, and working on it. So overall, I feel like they're 2 steps forward, 1 step back, still making progress nevertheless, but they're having progress. You know, you seem inspired, you seem impressed by the work that they've done. It really feels like things are going well, and then they take a step back and it's like, okay, they still got more work to do. So I feel like you're getting like to see, wow, there is growth happening here, but it's still not enough. So You're doing your thing is what I see, you know. We have the engagement ring and passion, engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, and union. And then passion says insane chemistry, liking each other equally and having fun. And then we got the hand of cards that says taking a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing your hand, and gambling. So I feel like you're holding your cards close to your chest, so to speak, not showing them what your next move is, not giving them confirmation if you're waiting for them or not. Even if you are waiting for them and ultimately you do want to be with this person, I feel like you're not telling them that because you know that they're going to use that as a crutch and they're not going to grow. So I feel like you're kind of like, you know, if they ghosted you, you're allowing them to ghost you. You're letting it go. You're not chasing after them, and maybe that's what they expected. But once they realize you're not, they're just going to have to put in the work. That's the only option that they'll have. If they want to have you, that's what they have to do. So we have the teaching card, which is crazy because we got so many 4s in your deck. You may be, or in your spread, you may be seeing a lot of 4, 4, 4. But teaching is the same number as Temperance here, which came out with the Empress, which is number 4. It's by itself, or sorry, with the Emperor, but 14 on Temperance and 14 on teaching. So some repeating numbers happening here. 4 of Staffs came out, a lot of 4s. But yeah, there's definitely an energy of this person learning through experience because you're teaching them. You're like schooling them. Like, listen, if you want someone who's really a baddie, really a boss, this is how you have to show up. If you don't show up, I'm not even going to argue with you. You're just not going to have me, and that's going to speak for itself. That's, you call with it. We have number 27, stripping illusions, which is so funny because I was just talking about that with Venus energy. A lot of people started the year off kind of slow, and then things started to kind of kick up, and then it really seemed like things were going to get juicy, and it is, but a lot of people are realizing they've been under the illusion. So I see a lot of people, especially around the eclipse season, like going on these crash courses to try to hurry up and ascend before it's too late, or before the eclipse season kind of seals things in stone, or at least that's what I saw. By this video's posting, is going to be past eclipse season, but we'll have that energy for 6 months lingering. Eclipse season energy lasts a long time. But anyway, we have the Frog with prosperity and the Black Bear with the Guardian. Spirit is definitely saying you're heavily protected and you're doing the right thing. You're making the right moves. The Frog, let go of the past and embrace change. Opportunities are close at hand. Happen to the new day with joy. Abundance and good fortune awaits you. So Spirit is saying don't slow yourself for this person. They have to speed themselves up if they want to be with you. You're making the right decision 1,000%, 1,000 times over by being hard on them and being disciplined and not giving them yourself. You can't give yourself to this person, because if you do, that's the most you'll ever get. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's hard when you're in it, but you really don't want to sell yourself short in the beginning, because you just got to know that is the most they will ever pay for you. So if they start off the relationship and you're so thirsty for a commitment that you settle for like someone who's not even doing their part, someone who's not loving you properly, that's the peak. You know what I mean? If they're not feeling it in the beginning, don't even bother. We got the Black Bear with the Guardian. This one says, gentle and wise protector, give me your confidence and power. Help me protect the ones I love. Awaken my intuition and guide me. So that one's more written like affirmations. Spirit is saying call on your spiritual protection right now. This is not the time to fold on yourself, because the 2022 Venus energy will eat you up just like it's eating up the rest of the girls. Those of us who have done the work are wiser to know that yes, it's uncomfortable, and yes, it feels like you're waiting, and waiting freaking sucks, but you still have to, you know, have that discipline, because this is not the time to fold. This is a time where that Venus energy is eating the girls up, and people are getting screwed over. A lot of unions happening too that are kind of doomed not to be that way, but a lot of unions happening. You know, don't be jealous. See through the illusion. You have the power to see through the illusion. Don't get jealous of people and feel like they got it going on, because you know they don't. You know that these relationships are built on shaky foundations, on illusion, not love, but oh, we look good together, let's be a power couple. That's not going to work out. So stay strong, group 3. That is what I have for you. That is why you're so drawn to them, though. And yeah, that's what I see happening. If you want a private tarot reading, my Etsy shop is linked in the description below. But that was your reading today, group 3, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 4 with the obsidian crystal point, this is your reading. We're using the Tarot of the Divine today to get into what's going on with you guys. So let's just jump right in. Spirit for group 4. Why do they feel so drawn to this person? What is going on here? Why do they feel so drawn to them? I just heard, what's the holdup? Before that, though, I heard there's a little bit of a holdup. This person feels very drawn to you, but I do feel like their work gets in the way. This person may be well known. You may have had an interaction with them like on social media, or they may have interacted with you in the dream space energetically through the astral. They may have, you know, paid you a visit, something like that. This person doesn't fully trust you yet, though, which almost makes me feel like this could be a connection with someone in the workplace, and they're like, I don't want to do too much because I don't want you to call HR. This one's funny, though. You intimidate me. I idolize you so much. You're out of my league. Funnily enough, this card actually just fell out as I was putting the cards away. So Spirit is kind of saying this is something influencing your situation. This may be your energy, especially if this is like an SP situation, someone you're trying to manifest, someone that you haven't met in the 3D. You may feel like there's some sort of disadvantage already, or you may really idolize them, and Spirit is saying like your perception of this person also has an effect on this situation coming together. I apologize if my behaviors or actions confuse you. Get to know me better. And then we have, I don't feel comfortable letting you know how I feel. So tapping into this person's energy, like I said, they don't fully trust you yet. I just get this energy that I can't shake, that you guys don't know each other on a super deep level, and it's specifically because someone wouldn't let the other in, or it could be mutual. Both of you guys came into the situation with your defenses up. The reason you haven't seen them in the dream space or the astral recently in the 5D, whatever interaction, whatever way you guys communicate, the reason that hasn't happened though is because this person is working on a project. This is really giving me like famous person energy, like they're an actor or a musician, because they're genuinely working right now. Another thing that's throwing me off, we have this one. I want to spend money on you, but that doesn't mean that I have ulterior motives. Let me spoil you. This person, if you guys did meet in the 3D, you guys may have went on a really nice date, and it's just like, well, what did you do all of that for? Like, did you do that just to get in my pants? Did you do that why did you do that? Like, why did you make me like you so much just to not talk to me anymore after that? We have, I'm going to return to you. This is not over. So in their defense, they didn't mean to ghost you. Like, it wasn't their intention to ghost you, but I do get a genuinely busy energy with this person, and I do a lot of readings, okay, and I be seeing straight through it. I'm like, yeah, I know they say that they're busy, but they're not. A lot of people use work as an excuse so often. With you guys, this person is genuinely doing a lot of work. So there's that. I feel a very strong connection with you. So the reason that you feel so drawn to this person in just a very 3D kind of way is definitely because you got a little taste of seeing them in the dream space, in the astral, in the 5D, communicating with them telepathically, smelling their scent with them not being around. That's that 5D communication where it's like you're in the 3D, but your other senses are being activated by this person's energy. Feeling their energy where you just feel like someone's watching you or feeling like they're around, and it's just like, or going on a date, seeing them or flirting with them at work, having something really seem like it was going somewhere or building up, and the 3D, and then all of a sudden everything's on hold, and it almost seems like things are different, and you almost question like, dang, did I do something wrong? Does this person hate me? Because it's like really kind of hard to decipher why things stopped so quickly though, or why there was such like a drastic, like quick change. I don't know how to communicate well. I try though. I can't help being immature. I have childhood wounds that make me act this way. This card has came up for every single group this far, and this deck has like 100-something cards in it, a very thick deck. So I definitely feel like that's just a collective energy, like a Venus 222 energy, where people are really having to work through what holds them back, really like having to, like, there's this illusion in the collective where people think that they're, I don't want to say worth a lot more, because we're all worthwhile, but you know what I mean. Like, you have to be worthy to be in a relationship. There's work that you have to do to be deserving of it, or to be in alignment of it. You do have to work on yourself, and you have to know how to maintain a relationship. Love is not the only thing that's going to keep the relationship together, feelings wise. Like, you know, you have to do the work. You have to learn how to have strong boundaries, how to communicate, etc. That's what I mean. So it's not about personal worthiness. It's just about, have you done the work to actually know how to maintain a relationship, is what I'm talking about. And I feel like this is just an energy that a lot of people are going through, thinking like, oh, I'm the baddest, I'm a god, I'm a goddess, I deserve a relationship, but they haven't done like the 3D work to put themselves in alignment for a relationship, or to be worthy of one. And I feel like their bubble has been popped a little bit for you guys, group 4, where it's like this person was basing their worth off the wrong things, basing their worth off of their finances, what they've accomplished in this life, versus their ability to actually keep a relationship between two people, two separate souls with two different experiences through their life together. They haven't actually done that work. I'm lusting after you. It's all I can think of. So if you guys did get intimate on the first date, or you've been intimate with this person, the thoughts, the fantasies, the fantasizing is on 10 right now. This person cannot stop thinking about you, your body, even just your energy, being around you. I'm also getting a little bit of an energy here where this person may have been a sneaky link at some point, or they may have had something else going with someone else. I can be sneaky at times. It's up to you to figure out how. I'm cool with a secret affair if you're already with someone, and I plan on leaving them for you. I promise. So there is an energy of someone else maybe being in the picture here. There's an energy of someone else being in the picture, someone else potentially being involved here. And I feel like that was okay in the beginning, because you guys didn't know who you were to the other. Like you guys didn't know where you were going to go, if you were going to pursue something more. But now it's like, okay, if you want something more though, you're going to have to cut off your other people that you've been talking to, etc. So there's a little bit of an energy here where things didn't start off in this energy. Like, in their defense, they did not know that they were going to grow to have these real feelings for you that makes them feel like, you know, maybe a commitment is what I want here. So let's see. We have the 2 of Swords and the 3 of Swords. So I feel like they've been ignoring, both of you likely have been ignoring the elephant in the room for quite a while. I feel like you guys have known that you've been attracted to each other on a deeper level, and it's kind of like, okay, are we going to show up? You know, are we going to show up? Are we going to rise to the occasion? Are we going to show up as more serious versions of ourselves, or actually offer or extend a commitment to the other? And yeah, they would have had to kind of, you know, show up and rise to the occasion. I get a lot of mirrored energy though, where it's like you guys struggle with the same things. I feel like you guys may have struggled with, okay, do I want to surrender to this person? Do I see enough in them where I even want to get to that level? Because it kind of has to, we kind of have to build there. There's almost like this instant gratification energy that I'm getting with you guys as well, where it's like that one date, they feel like that should have transformed your whole life and giving you all of the confirmation that you ever needed, that you should open yourself up to this person and pursue them. And I don't feel like you guys feel the same. So I feel like they're kind of expecting, you know, because they've charmed you, or because they've taken you on a nice date or whatever, because you had a nice day together, that means that you should now be chasing them. And I don't feel that energy mutually. So we have the Three of Swords and the Two of Swords. You know, I feel like a lot of ignoring the elephant in the room happening, and then Three of Swords, some discomfort when realizing, oh, I have to still work on myself. I'm not exactly who I thought I was. I still have more work that needs to be done. I feel like you kind of pop their bubble because a lot of, especially masculines, base their worthiness on the money that they have, because that's kind of how our society unfortunately is run, where it's like, okay, if you have a lot of money and you can bring stability, for a lot of people that is enough. But with you, I feel like you wanted more. You wanted an emotional connection. You wanted your partner, you know, you kind of want to, as cheesy as it sounds, like dance through life with your partner. You want a genuine connection. I feel like you guys are like, listen, I got friends, I have other people in my life that care about me. I don't need to be giving my body to someone who I'm not getting everything that I need from. So Queen of Wands in reverse and the Eight of Swords, I feel like you guys kind of got to a place where you felt like you were stuck between a rock and a hard place, and there was nothing that you can do but wait for this person to show up more, because you feel like they have to do more or put in more effort, definitely more than one date, for you to surrender to them or for you to match that energy. If you hear banging, they're working on my roof, by the way. Hopefully it's not too loud, but if you hear anything, that is what that is. So we have the Four of Coins. You're definitely preserving your energy, allowing yourself to be protected, you know, staying inside, maybe not physically, but definitely like when it comes to extending your energy to this situation, kind of staying more in your own lane, staying, you know, just to yourself. And then we have the Five of Swords. That's an energy of, yes, this is uncomfortable. Yes, it brings me pain. But if you've ever left a relationship, then you understand, like, sometimes it really is better to be single than it is to be miserable. Just to have someone is not enough. So we have the Nine of Cups and the Eight of Coins. You're choosing yourself, even though it makes you uncomfortable, even though it hurts. And even though loneliness can be kind of like discouraging, I still see you guys choosing yourself. So what I'm getting so far is why you're so drawn to this person is you can feel the potential, but I feel like both of you guys have a lot of growing to do together. Like a lot of compromise needs to happen. A lot of growth in terms of partnership and being there for each other, and also surrendering to each other. It's like two people that want the same thing at the same time. You want them to pursue you, they want you to pursue them, and both of you guys are like absolutely tortured by these memories of love, absolutely tortured by the date or that day I'm hearing, or what happened. Like both of you really miss the other and want to move forward, but yeah, we got the Balance card, which is number 11. So that's a portal number. There's an opportunity here. But both of you guys have to surrender to it. And I feel like as of now, both of you guys are trying to get something out of the other. We have Love Begins. That's exciting. That's number 1. Oops. Material and spiritual prosperity, and I feel like that's your main thing. Like you're all for material prosperity. Like don't get it twisted. You want to be abundant, you know, you want to feel safe, but you definitely need the spiritual aspect as well. Definitely need the spiritual aspect. So material harvest is something that they kind of bank on. You know, I bring money to the table, that should be enough, we're good. And you're like, I want material and spiritual prosperity. So there's kind of like this disconnect, or this level of, you know, you guys having to grow through what society may say is enough and create your own definition of enough. But of course, they don't want to let that go, because if they agree to you, that then means that they have to put in work. That then means that they're not enough on their own. That means that they have to put in work and they have to try, they have to, you know, they're not perfect as they thought they were. And again, that's that bursting of the bubble energy that makes people very uncomfortable. People do not like when you burst their bubble and you shine a mirror and you show them who they really are, or what they really, you know, have to bring to the table. So we have discontent and boredom and light. You know, honestly, I get a little bit of an energy where this person would rather live in an illusion than live in truth. Like they would rather be perceived as someone who is worthwhile versus actually being worthwhile. And that's the disappointing energy in the dating pool today. A lot of people would rather, you know, create the illusion of looking like they're something versus actually being something. And that's kind of like the tea. That's the problem. So we have heartbroken, self-indulgence, and heart with a key. Heart with a key, welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, and perfect. This is why you're so drawn to this person. I do feel like they have the ability to be the one, but whether or not they will actually be the one depends on whether or not they will show up. They have to show up as that higher version of themselves to be the one, because essentially the one is just the person that you settle down with. There's really nothing special about them, but besides their commitment to show up as who they, you know, have to be in order to be with you. And I feel like there's that potential here, but if they don't show up, then we won't get to explore it. So things are kind of still open-ended at this time. I do believe in there's being a light at the end of the tunnel for you guys, but we got to get through some of this tough energy. Self-indulgence says focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, and self-appreciation. And heartbroken says deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, and mourning. What I can say is if you guys really want this relationship to work out, I would put in the extra effort. I would humble yourself to their level temporarily so that they can then be pulled up to the level that both of you guys need to be. I don't feel like it's fair to have to put in that energy in this connection, but not everything is always fair. And sometimes, you know, you may lose the battle but win the war, you know. Like imagine you guys can have a life of happiness if you choose to be the one to take the higher road and bring you guys together, you know what I mean? That's kind of like, you know, what I see here. So we have perception and changes. You know, Spirit is saying we're going to have to look at this situation in a realistic point of view in order to be able to move forward. There's going to be changes in this situation, and I do feel an opportunity coming up for you guys to get back together or to grow closer. But it is going to require some humbling on both ends. Let's see. So we have, none of these want to focus today. Okay, so it says it's important right now to take a step back and to spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. So I do feel like doing shadow work would be the best thing for you to do right now to see where you're getting in the way of the connection moving forward. We have look deep within your heart and you may feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. So I feel like on a deep level, like, you know, you have to have a very strong connection in order to transcend into different dimensions. And I see that you guys have that. So it's kind of like you have to look within and say, is it worth it? Can I get out of my own way so I can win the war? Because at this point, it looks like a situation where both of you are being stubborn and one of them has to, you know, show up, and we can only control what we do. Otherwise, we'll just be hoping and waiting forever. So if you really feel that for them, I would take that initiative. Look inside yourself says, examine what is causing you to feel this way. And then the next one says, imagine all the unwanted thoughts dissolving into light. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life, which is so funny because I didn't even really touch on this light card. I just took it as potential, but it's showing up as an actual suggestion to help you transmute any negative energy into this situation. Take all that, you know, meditate, close your eye. I like to meditate with an eye covering. Meditate with something covering your eyes so that it's just, you know, darkness so you can really see everything and not be distracted by the outside world. And Imagine all of the negative energy, all of the negative feelings, negative aspects of the connection, of your situation, of your mind, being dissolved into light and then transmuted, and walk in your new truth, your new perspective. We have the squirrel, always prepared. You are the expert of hard work and hard play. Your cheerful and fun disposition is a blessing to everyone. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. Make a plan for your future, and life will give you all that you need. So Spirit is saying, just work on being in the right place at the right time. It's like that saying, be ready so you don't have to get ready. Focus on doing your part and allow things to come together. We then have the wolf. This one says Pathfinder. Release your past and start a new journey. You're a teacher and you're helping others find their way. There will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. You have love that endures. So that's your secret power. That is your advantage in this situation. The fact that you always persevere. It's like some way, somehow, they always end up coming back, or you always end up in the right place at the right time. You always end up getting what you want, because perseverance and determination is your superpower. But yeah, that is everything that came up. That is what I got. That is why you are so drawn to this person. You can find me on Etsy in the description below if you'd like your own private tarot reading. But that is what I have for you guys today, and I'll talk to you soon.